So what are your thoughts on this disparity?
Oh, it's disgusting. It's beyond disgusting. For 4 years, you had almost 1,700, Americans caught up in the January 6th debacle. Tax-paying citizens. You had almost 400 people, behind bars throughout this entire 4 years. Many of them facing very harsh sentences. Many of them who had faced, very serious raids on their homes. It doesn't end because they were pardoned. These people were massacred in the media. Some people were massacred more than others, and their names are very, people know them as soon as they hear them. And they're going to have trouble for a very long time. You see this man who is in our country illegally. He's an MS-13 gang member, which is the worst gang. I mean, all gangs are bad, but that is the most violent gang that we know of, that we've seen. He leaves his country. Why? Why did he have to leave his country to come hide out here, that he had to sneak in here illegally? They don't want to talk about that stuff. They don't want to talk about how he's been accused of, beating up his wife. They don't want to talk about how he is hiding here for some reason. They don't want to talk about that he's an MS-13 gang member. And he likely, is a high up on the totem pole, gang member, delving out, orders, just because, because you're hearing some of these these Democratic Congress people talk about how he has no, violent history, and, he hasn't committed any crimes here. None that we know of. And just because he hasn't committed, a crime that he was caught, I guarantee you, maybe I shouldn't say guarantee you. I feel pretty confident, reading what I've been reading, he's a, what we call, let's say, a soldier, giving out, the orders to, those affiliated gang members here. And you have the Democratic Congress people, bending over backwards, salivating, as you said, to do what they can to help him. They don't care about him. They don't care about his wife. They don't care about his children. They don't care about any of this. This is just another way for them to take a cheap shot at President Trump, and another way to try to, make President Trump look like he's, not doing the right thing in his administration with all of these, border, closings and deportations. He's doing exactly what he said he would do. Nothing is different about this. He promised us all. This is why people elected him. And this is what we wanted. And now you have these recently pardoned January 6ers, who we are very grateful to President Trump that he issued that blanket pardon. That was the first order of business on January 20th. But people have forgotten about January 6th. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about the men and women who are still struggling to find jobs, still without health insurance, still have, no money, lost life savings, lost, lifetime careers. People like my nephew, who were kicked out of the military. He hasn't gotten any of his back pay. We did get a letter from the militaries that said, oops, we made a mistake. Well, what are you going to do about it? You took 4 years from him. You kicked him out before his charges were adjudicated. You took his money away, his health insurance away, all his benefits after he served 12 years honorably in the military. There's still so much work to do here, Kara, and I just don't know why our Congress people and our Senate, senators are not speaking about the fallout. Yes, the pardons are great and it brought immediate relief, but it is not relief in the long term.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.